All right, guys, welcome back. I was doing some research into this when it happened, and I know this happened a while ago. So a bunch of Democrats came out to have a moment of silence for George Floyd, and to show their solidarity, they wore kente cloth. It's spelled Kente, right? That's what this is. Okay, let's watch what they do. So one, this is cultural appropriation, and it is yeah, it's cultural appropriation month. Awesome. They kneel in solidarity for Black Lives Matter and on, which I think is a really poor gesture considering how George Floyd died. And Schiff is too old; he can't even kneel. Then they have their little moment of silence, and it all looks good for the press. And you know what this really shows me? That none of the fucking Democrats know a goddamn thing about history. Oh, you can't even get up, can you old cunt? I hope you fall and break a hip. Okay, so why did they do this? Because they want to make it look like they're doing anything worthwhile. Okay, kente, known as Nawantoma in Akan, is an indigenous Ghanaian textile made of interwoven cloth, strips of silk, and cotton. Kente is made in Akan lands in Ghana from the historic Ashanti Kingdom, including the towns of Bonwire, blah 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 blah. Okay, right? The Ashanti Empire, it's the Ashanti Kingdom, right? The Ashanti Empire, blah blah, was an Akan, and look, it says here, Akan, the Akan lands. All right, it was an empire and kingdom from 1670 to 1957, and what is now modern day Ghana. What did the Ashanti tribe do? Slavery? The Democrats are supporting a group of people that practice slavery? Slavery was historically a tradition of the Ashanti Empire, with slaves typically taken as captives from enemies in warfare. Oh, do we not want to talk about this? That's really unfortunate. The welfare of their slaves varied from being able to acquire wealth and intermarry with the master's family to being sacrificed in funeral ceremonies. Oh, that sounds like an awesome variation of what your life could be. The Ashanti believed that slaves would follow their masters into the afterlife. Slaves could sometimes own other slaves and could also request a new master if the slave believed he was being severely mistreated. So, so you can say that you're being mistreated and request to be owned by a different person, but apparently sacrifice isn't part of being mistreated. The modern day Ashanti claim that slaves were seldom abused and that a person who abused a slave was held in high contempt by society. Wait. So owning a person and having them work for you isn't a crime, but abusing them is. That's not a form of abuse. I'd really like to see that try here in America. They defend the humanity of Ashanti slavery by noting that the slaves were allowed to marry and that their children were born free. If a master found a female slave desirable, he might marry her. He preferred such an arrangement to that of a free woman in a conventional marriage because marriage to an enslaved woman allowed the children to inherit some of the father's property and status. Okay, so think about this for a second. Imagine if Donald Trump came out and was like, hey, look, guys, America isn't racist because we treated our slaves well. We let them marry people. We even let them own other people. Imagine if he made this argument that Ghana is making to defend themselves from slavery. This is how little the left knows about their own history, about history of the things that they're using to make their own. It's so fucking dumb. They're trying to virtue signal by using a cloth from a tribe that captured and sold black people into slavery. Good job, guys. We'll see you in the next one.